Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking the do's and don'ts of vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is a wonderful ingredient to have in your skincare routine. It can get your glow game on point, returning some vibrancy and luminosity to the skin. It fades hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and discoloration, and over time it provides a great antioxidant protection to work alongside your sunscreen. However, as with all ingredients, there are some right ways and wrong ways to apply your vitamin C. I've already talked about my favourite vitamin C pairings, which I'm going to share in a video up there. I've also mentioned extensively my personal favourites when it comes to vitamin C serums, and I think there's one out there for everyone. But I want to take this series the next step, one stage further, where we talk about not only layering, pairing and choosing the right product, but using it in the correct way. So sit back, relax, let's talk how to use vitamin C. Now, of course, before we get into things, I would love to know your personal holy grail when it comes to a vitamin C serum. What's that one that you're currently using? And share with me your vitamin C before and after stories. Let me know in the comments section below, because I love to hear from you guys. Whatever your thoughts on vitamin C, if you enjoy this style of content where we really do a deep dive and we talk about taking things a step further, applying the correct ways and maximising the benefits from all our products, let me know by giving the video a thumbs up and a like. Honestly, this means the world to me because the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Now, I've got a lot to cover, so let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, kicking things off with a do. Do use vitamin C from head to toe. I know when we talk about skincare, we kind of just mean this section of the face. If you're very disciplined, you might take it onto the neck, but it kind of stops there. And it shouldn't. Now, I'm not saying you should use your $50 bougie vitamin C serum all over the body. You're not going to get a great return on investment and you'll have to use a lot of product, so it's not going to be economical. However, don't neglect the body when it comes to that vitamin C fix. Using vitamin C on the body will help even out any discoloration, any scars that you might have. It can bring a bit of luminosity, and it's a great time to start now. You know, here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're coming into winter, so our body needs a little extra hydration, but also you can kind of get it summer ready. Thinking of our holidays next year, in 2024, now's really the time to start, and I'd recommend getting one of these, a vitamin C body moisturiser. These are just two of my favourites. This is the Boots Vitamin C Brightening Body Serum, and this is the Q&A Vitamin C Body Cream. Both great, and I wouldn't stress too much about the concentrations that you're using of vitamin C on the body. Just reach for vitamin C infused moisturiser. Use it twice a day, every day, and over time you'll see some really great results. This one by Boots is slightly higher potency than the Q&A, but this is slightly moisturising. So work out which is going to deliver you. If you need extra hydration, the Q&A. If you want the quick wins, this Boots one. And both are linked in the description box below. Obviously, I think the drugstore is going to be where it's at when it comes to your vitamin C body lotions. Just make sure that when you read the ingredients, there's ascorbic acid or a vitamin C derivative somewhere on there. Make sure that you're actually getting what you're paying for. And beyond that, just apply it, enjoy it, and know that in 6 months' time, when summer rolls around again, you will be glowing to the gods from head to foot. And like I say, I think vitamin C is something we should use all over our body. Now, the second do is do explore vitamin C derivatives. Now, I talked about them briefly when I mentioned them, talking about those body creams, but I think vitamin C derivatives have had a bit of a rough ride online. Vitamin C comes in two different forms: ascorbic acid, its pure form, and vitamin C derivatives. Now, these derivatives came out of Japan around 10 years ago into the skincare world, and honestly, they've been transformative, particularly for people with super sensitive skin. Now, if I'm honest with you guys, I think you're going to get quicker results from a pure form ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid. But it's not always about those quick wins. If you've got a very sensitive skin type, particularly if you're sensitive to vitamin C and you're almost worried about incorporating this ingredient, reach for a vitamin C derivative. You'll have to have a little bit more patience, but in the long term, it's going to pay off. Derivatives are less sensitizing, they're less drying on the skin, and you still get great results when it comes to, over time, fading hyperpigmentation, boosting radiance, and giving your skin a glow up. This is my personal favourite. This is the Ordinary Ascorbyl Tetroisopalmitate Solution, 20% in vitamin F. Now, that's a ridiculously long title, which is why, like I say, it's linked below for your convenience. But this is worth typing out day in, day out, because it just works. It's a high potency, high strength vitamin C derivative, and it's also got extra hydrators in here too. So cooler winter months where our skin is going through it, it's a little bit more dryness prone, this could be a great addition to your skincare routine to increase your glow game, boost your hydration, and yeah, like I say, don't listen to all of the doom mongers about vitamin C derivatives saying they don't work. I've used vitamin C derivatives on and off for years, and I've always got great results with them. Just set your expectations right and know you'll have to have a little patience before those results come through. So, coming on for our first don't, which is don't discard dimethicone. So, dimethicone, which is silicones, are often found in our skincare ingredients. And again, there's some people online that like to demonize dimethicone and say you should avoid it at all costs. You shouldn't. You know, if you've got a particularly oily, acne-prone skin type, it can occasionally exacerbate that. I've got a really acne-prone skin type, and it doesn't for me, so just remember everyone's skin is individual. But with that one caveat, dimethicone in vitamin C serums can be really beneficial because it can reduce the risk of sensitivity whilst allowing you to maintain a high concentration of vitamin C. Great example is this. This is the Indeed Labs Vitamin C24. This actually has a 22% concentration of pure form vitamin C. That's sky high. And normally you'd expect to get a lot of irritation with this, but you don't because it's paired in a dimethicone base. That not only extends the shelf span of this product, meaning it's going to oxidize a lot slower than in a water-based formulation, but also it can just minimize the sensitivity and irritation. So if you want to go for a higher potency vitamin C, but you're worried about some of the side effects, go for one like this in a dimethicone base, because I think you'll get some great results and a lot less sensitivity than from a water-based formulation. Dimethicone, like I say, can get a bit of a bad rep online, but providing it works well for your skin, absolutely a dimethicone-based vitamin C could be a holy grail, and that one by Indeed Labs is one of my favourites. So back on to the do's. Do consider a vitamin C cleanser. Now, vitamin C cleansers aren't going to give you the same results as a vitamin C serum. Serums are leave-on treatments, cleansers you wash off, and that contact time is important for delivering results. However, a vitamin C cleanser can complement the vitamin C serum that you're going to apply afterwards. You can absolutely use these two together to just dial up the results you're going to see. Because you've got such a short contact time with the skin using a cleanser, it's not going to increase the sensitivity and irritation, but can give you a really nice boost to radiance. My two favourites are these. So this is the Revolution Vitamin C Cream Cleanser. This is like £6, so affordable, and you get so much product. And you could also, if you're feeling bougie, use this as a body wash and then use your vitamin C body lotion afterwards for like the double whammy on the body. This is the Face Theory Vitamin C Cream Cleanser. This is the travel size, which I actually love. Take this on holiday with me to just keep that glow game going, and is a really convenient, though they do a bigger version. Both of these are great, and I think a vitamin C cleanser is a great complement to your vitamin C serum, particularly in those cooler winter months where our skin does appear a little more dull and lackluster. If you want to reverse that trend, then get yourself a vitamin C cleanser to pair at the start of your skincare routine. Now, the final thing is do use your vitamin C in the morning. I get asked this all the time. You know, most people will say use your vitamin C in the morning, but there are people out there that say, no, definitely keep it to the evening. Don't. Use your vitamin C in the morning for one simple reason. It's an antioxidant, so you want it to be at peak performance where you've got the most oxidative stresses around you. These are things like pollution, particulate matter, certain wavelengths of light. They're less active on the skin when we're sleeping, so you're not going to be getting the maximum benefit of your vitamin C. Use your vitamin C in the morning, and that'll just dial up the antioxidant protection, work beautifully alongside your sunscreen to protect the skin all day long. If anyone tells you otherwise, tell them this is the reason why they should be using it in the morning, just to get maximum results. Hopefully in this video, it's been a bit of a whistle-stop tour, but I've been able to share with you some do's and don'ts when it comes to vitamin C serums and layering them successfully in your skincare routine. I would just encourage everybody to choose the one that's going to work for their individual skin's needs, and I'll link a video documenting my favourite vitamin C's up there. Don't be scared of dimethicone. If it's well tolerated on your skin, this could be a great way of getting some additional concentration without the additional side effects too. Make sure you're using your vitamin C in the morning, pair it with a beautiful body moisturiser to take it head to foot, and I think you could up and elevate your vitamin C game without having to spend a whole lot of additional coin. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, wherever you are in the world, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye!